All right, so on page 106, we have several phrases. Frases para la comunicación. So phrases for communication. To answer the telephone, you say aló. Everyone say aló. Say aló. Say it. Aló. Right. Like it's almost a question, like hello, right? Aló. So hello. And it actually means there. So it doesn't mean hello. Bueno, what does bueno mean? Good. Bueno. And dígame. Dígame comes from the verb decir, which you should recognize that root dig from digo, which means what? To say. Decir means to say. So diga means tell me. Dígame. Tell me. Okay, it's the command form of decir. So dígame means tell me. So it's like I picture a 90s film with a big block cell phone that he like pulls out of a backpack, right? And he's like, talk to me, right? That's what that means. Dígame. To announce yourself, if somebody calls and they say, hi, is David there? You say, habla, and then your name. So habla Juan, habla David, whatever your name is. So what that literally means is habla Juan means John is speaking, right? John speaks. Habla means he or she speaks. So habla Juan means he's speaking John. So John is the one speaking. It's just funny because John comes after. But because verbs have inherently in the verb, in the conjugation, the idea of the subject, like who is doing what, you can place the subject after in certain cases, and this is one of those. ¿Podría hablar con Miguel, por favor? So what does podría mean? Anyone remember where that root comes from? You don't know the conjugation, podría, the end, but you should recognize the root of that verb. Where's the root from? Podría. Pod. It's from a verb you should know. Poder, which means what? Anyone know? It means to be able, right? So podría is the conditional form conjugation. It's the not indicative, not imperative, but the conditional. So it means would you, or rather than saying you are able, it's would you be able. Podría means would you be able, and then hablar con Miguel. So sorry, not would you, but would I be able? Podría hablar con Miguel. Would I be able to speak with Miguel? Por favor, please. If you want to ask who's calling, if they say, hola, ¿podría hablar con Miguel, por favor? And you want to say, well, who's calling? Say, ¿de parte de quién? Okay, so that literally means on behalf of whom? ¿De parte de quién? On the part of whom? Okay, to ask if someone would like to leave a message, say, ¿le gustaría dejar un recado? Or le gustaría dejar un mensaje? So would you like to leave a message? Alright, so activity 1 is going to be your homework, but let's go on to the next part for days of the week. So, the first thing, if you look at that first bullet point, it says the definite article usually precedes the days of the week. So look at that first sentence. Voy a tomar el primer avión que sale el sábado. So el sábado is the words the Saturday. It means the Saturday. So that sentence, voy a tomar el primer avión, means I'm going, voy, a tomar, to take, el primer avión, the first plane. And then que sale, which means that leaves, right? Que with the accent means what, but que without the accent means that or then. So the first airplane that sale, it leaves. So salir means to leave or to depart. And then el sábado. So in English it would say, I'm going to take the first plane that leaves on Saturday. But in Spanish we don't say on Saturday, they say the Saturday. Okay? So that's what it means when it says the definite article usually precedes the days of the week. Rather than the preposition in English on, it uses the definite article the. So el sábado, el martes. So look at the next examples. El lunes es mi día favorito. The Monday is my favorite day. Yo te llamo, I'm going to call you el martes. The Tuesday. So they'll say the usually. However, when the day of the week is listed on the calendar as just an item, or if it's used with another noun or another adverb referring to time, like today, hoy, or mañana, or any of those other words at the bottom of 107, there's a big list there. If it uses any of those, then you don't use the word the. Those words replace the word the. Okay. Only sábado and domingo add an S. So let's write all of these words out. Go ahead and write them out in your notes if you need to. Lunes, L-U-N-E-S, lunes. Lunes is Monday. $107. There's not a list of them here. They are all there in bold. So, lunes is Monday. Martes is Tuesday. Miércoles is Wednesday. Jueves is Thursday. Viernes is Friday. Sábado is Saturday and Domingo is Sunday.
Can you do that one more time?
Sure. Lunes is Monday.
On here already. Are you serious? Really?
Yeah, but the English isn't there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So lunes is Monday. Martes is Tuesday. Miércoles is Wednesday. So far in order, right?
Yeah.
If you skip the first one, sábado. Jueves is Thursday. Yeah, they're all in order if you skip that first line. So, Viernes is Friday and sábado is Saturday, Domingo is Sunday. So, notice what letter do they all end in except sábado y domingo?
S.
Exactly. They all end in S except sábado and domingo. So, it wouldn't sound right and it wouldn't be right if lunes was singular, so luneses would be plural. That would not be right. Okay, so Monday through Friday, you always say that word. Lunes, martes, miércoles, viernes, jueves and viernes. But sábado, if it's just one Saturday, then you say sábado. And if it's one Sunday, you say domingo. But if it's plural, Saturdays or Sundays, then you do add an S. Domingos y sábados y domingos. But you don't add an S to the other ones. Okay? So that's what that point was. Now, I would like to talk about a little bit about where the words come from. Does anybody know where lunes comes from? Why would it be lunes? What does lunes sound? What word does that sound like in English, even? Lunar? Yes, exactly. Lunar. And what does lunar refer to? The moon. So is that related to Monday? Did you ever realize that? Moon Day. That's where Monday comes from. Okay? So lunes and Moon Day or Monday are related. All right. Next one, martes. Do you know where martes comes from? Anyone know? Martes comes from the day of Mars. So Mars being a Greek god, also being a planet. Okay, so we've got the moon, and we've got Mars, martes. And then miércoles. Miércoles. Where do you think miércoles is referring to? Mercury. Miércoles refers to Mercury, so our next planet. Miércoles. And then jueves is Thursday. Thursday, jueves. What do you think Thursday refers to? Jueves. Jueves. Do you guys know your planets? What are they? Jupiter. Yes. Jupiter. It does start with a J. Okay, but this one's my favorite one. So do you guys know where we get the word jovial? Jovial means that you are being like the god Jove. Have you ever heard of the god Jove? Have you ever heard of the god Zeus? Okay, I thought so. It's the same person. Zeus and Jove are the same thing. So I have this here. It's Bullfinch's Mythology, a collection of Greek and British and Roman mythology and myths and stuff. And there's an index here in the back that mentions Jove. Let me just read some of it for you. And where we get the name Jupiter. So, Jove is another name for Jupiter. So Jove, being the god Jove, is another name for Jupiter. The latter, Jupiter, comes from the name Jovis Pater. Okay, that's Latin, Jovis Pater. Pater means father, and Jovis means Jove. So Jovis Pater is Father Jove. So let's look at Jupiter. From Jovis Pater, Father Jove. Pater means, that's where we get padre, right? Padre means father in Spanish, because in Latin, pater means father. Okay? So Jovis Pater, also called Father Jove, and Greek, he's called Zeus. So the supreme deity of classical antiquity, father of gods and men, son of Saturn and Rhea, brought up by the daughters of King Melissus of Crete on the milk of the goat of Almathea, he escaped the fate of his brothers and sisters who were swallowed up by their father. This is talking about Zeus, Jovis Pater, which is where we get the name Jupiter. And he defeated the Titans and banished them to Tartarus and installed himself with his wife Juno on Olympus, where Themis occupies a place near his throne. Okay, so that's Jovis Pater, which is where we get the name Jupiter. Jovis Pater, put it together, Jupiter. Okay? And that's jueves. So, in English, Thursday comes from Thor's Day, as in like, everybody knows who Thor is. So. Okay, that's Thursday, jueves, Father Pater, Jovis Pater. What about Friday, Viernes? Anybody have any guess where Viernes comes from? Venus, good. So we've got the moon, lunes, martes is Mars, miércoles is Mercury, jueves is Jupiter, viernes is Venus. So what was sábado be? What'd you say? Saturn? Oh, yeah. Good guess, but not right. It's Sabbath. Sabbath.
I thought we were still on
Nope. That's a trick question. So at this point, it changes. Okay? So sábado refers Sábado refers to Sabbath, which is the Jewish holiday on Saturday. That is the day of rest. Okay? What about Domingo? What does Domingo refer to? Anybody know? Don't say Pluto. Okay, Domingo refers to the Lord's Day. It means the Lord's Day. Why would we call Sunday the Lord's Day? Any guess? Okay, so the Lord's Day is the day, Sunday, is the day that the Christian religion celebrates Jesus having risen from the dead. So that is the day. In the Christian tradition, Jews would celebrate Sabbath on Saturday. Okay, that's the day that they would celebrate. The Christians celebrate the Sunday as our day of rest because that is the day that Jesus conquered death. So that's where we find rest. We find rest in Jesus Christ, having conquered death. So we place our hope in him. We can be at peace. We are resting spiritually and physically on the day that Jesus resurrected, or the day we celebrate Jesus having resurrected from the dead. So that's the day that he rose from the dead, and Jesus Christ is our Lord. So we call Sunday the Lord's Day. So where does Domingo come from? Domingo means the Lord's Day because of the word dom. Anybody think of a word in English that has the word dom as the root? Dominion, exactly. So think about medieval times, right? Medieval times, there would be lords and ladies. A lord, in that sense, a lord is someone who rules over an area of land, right? His dominion. And now that Jesus has resurrected from the dead, all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to Jesus Christ. And so the entire universe is under his dominion. So he is the Lord, and so we use the word Domingo to refer to the Lord's Day. Okay? All right, so does anybody have any questions about lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, o domingo? All right, everybody say it with me, okay? Lunes, martes, miércoles. Say it a little louder, come on. Miércoles, jueves, viernes, sábado, y domingo. All right, good. So the last thing is that English calendars have the first day of the week as Sunday, right? Spanish calendars, the first day of the week on a Spanish calendar is Monday. So that would be lunes. All right. Any questions? All right. Now you guys, hopefully it recorded my voice this time. So.